Today's video is all about my AM skincare routine. I will also be recording a PM skincare routine. It should follow this video. For this morning, I have already been to the gym. Before I head to the gym, I simply take a warm washcloth, wipe the night off before, put a little bit of moisture on, head on over to the gym. I make sure that I always have 25 ounces of water with me throughout my workout because I do feel that proper hydration does show up on the outside, my friends. A good diet is important, hydration, and sleep. Those all contribute to the outer canvas. All right, so then I walked my girls, and it's 93% humidity today. You can actually see the white cast from my sunscreen. I use the Suntegrity today, and it's a little bit thicker than my preferred, but I want to use it up. But it serves me well. My skin doesn't break out. Okay, so today you will see some of the usual suspects in my skincare routine, and then you will see some new things that I have been trying for at least 3 to 4 months. I don't think anybody can come to you and say, I've been using this for a week and look, it is wonderful. There's no way of knowing that. You have to have patience. You have to give your skincare time. How do I figure out what I need for my skin? I look at my skin. I look at the pores. I look at all these ugly little dark spots rearing their ugly head all of a sudden. And I just look to see what's going on. I look at my sagging. I know that for me, pigmentation, hyperpigmentation has become a problem. Rosacea is becoming a problem. I've always had mild rosacea, but it's getting worse with age. And I have a lot of flushing that goes on. I think my skin has a sensitivity to the sun. And what else? What else? Well, of course, it's obvious, the collagen loss and elasticity. So those are the things that I focus on. I focus on, okay, what can I do to help fade these spots? What can I do to keep building collagen? And what can I do to really give me great textured skin? Because if your texture of your skin is really in good shape, then your canvas is ready for anything you put on it. And if you're someone who chooses to just go out in the world with a little lip gloss and maybe a swipe of mascara, as long as your skin texture is in good shape, you're good. Now, if we have broken capillaries and a little bit of rosacea, like I mentioned, all you would really need is a tinted moisturizer if you're someone who doesn't like the full-blown makeup. I love me some makeup, so I'm always going to wear some makeup. But I do have those days that I like to go out without anything on my skin. Okay, so maybe I should just tell you a little bit about my skin because I have a lot of new subscribers, and welcome. I love having new ageless beauties, and I will say that my ageless beauties, the best. I love you all. Okay, so about me. I'm going to be 63 in November. I have not had any medical procedures. I get asked all the time if I've had an eye lift, facelift, neck lift. I have had none of those. God is my witness. I have had no procedures medically or surgically. I have said all along, I don't care what someone else does with their face. And I think that everyone has a right to do what they want with their own body, their face. They should be able to dress the way they want, wear the makeup they want, anything. You can do anything you want. But for me, an elective surgery is not really something that I'm interested in. To be honest with you, the older I get, and this isn't about giving up. The older I get, the more comfortable I become. And I look at my face and I say, that's my life right there. That is my life. And that may sound corny to some, and some women are just gonna go, tch. But for me, living in my own skin, I'm working on prevention. Of course, I wanna always look my best, but I don't want to change the way I look. You know, a little Botox here and there is okay. Fillers scare me because I've seen so many people that just go overboard with them and then they no longer look like themselves. So for me, I'm trying to do it with skincare and a little splash of Botox right here. I don't really like Botox anywhere else. I tried it here, didn't like it. I tried it above the lip, did not like it. I tried it around the eyes, did not like it. I do like it in my 11s. I don't get it in my forehead. I have very dry skin. It is a little better here in Florida because of the humidity, but when I'm in New York, my skin is so dry, it's like parchment paper. It really is dry. It almost feels like if I stretch too much, and it's from head to toe, if I stretch too much, my skin's gonna split like a piece of tissue would. So that is what I'm dealing with. As I age, I'm noticing my pores, they're not getting any bigger because you can't make your pores shrink, and they only appear larger when they become clogged. But I also think that when the skin sags, you know, so do the pores, so they appear larger to us. So I do work a little bit on the pore situation. I have very sensitive skin, so I have to be careful with acids and Retin-A products. I cannot use prescription strength Retin-A. So I try to find other ingredients, active ingredients, that will give me a better canvas. So we are going to get started. And first, I have to wash my face because I have sunscreen on it. So I am just going to take my Sanitas. I'm just going to put a little bit of water on my face here. So the first step is I must cleanse. So in my shower, I always have the Sanitas Milk and Honey Cleanser. This is a daily cleanser. It is for dry skin, but I actually think a dry combination would do just fine with this. Now, I don't use any cleansers that have sulfates in them. If it gets really foamy and lathery, it's really just going to dehydrate and dry my skin out. So I stay away from all sulfates in my cleansers. So the Sanitas has honey. It's just really a beautiful cleanser. I'm almost out. That's the consistency of it. And that's all I need is one pump. And then I just go ahead and you'll see it gets a creamy lather. It does not get a bubbly lather. And I just love this. It smells like honey to me. And I go all the way down my neck with this. Of course, I would be doing this in the shower because that's where I wash my face. And I don't use hot water on my face. I use lukewarm. I don't even use a lot of cold water because I do have a little bit of an issue with broken capillaries in certain areas. So I don't like to go to the extremes, but I do like lukewarm on my face. So I really massage it because I do have sunscreen on. And of course, if you really layer on and you want to really make sure you're getting all of that off, you can go in with a second cleanse of this using the same cleanser to get all of your sunscreen off. But it is important to get that sunscreen off because if you don't, you're just layering everything on top of it. It's going to interfere with the penetration of all your serums, which you don't want. You want those active ingredients to go in. So I'm just going to take a warm cloth and wipe that off. Okay, so I just take a towel and I pat my face. I don't need it to be thoroughly dry because moist skin does accept your serums a little bit better. So my next step, I'm going to go in with the NeoGenesis. This is a light mist which just hydrates the skin. Now it's not a necessary step, but for me it is because I have drier skin. So I like to use something like this. Now this one in particular, it hydrates and tones, but if you have a toner that you like, this is the time you will use the toner. But I would highly suggest that you stay away from the stripping toners, the ones that are gonna just like really strip the oil off your skin. You want to be gentle on your skin. You want to use active ingredients to get the job done, but you don't want to be aggressive with your skin. There's no reason for it. So I do go in with the NeoGenesis and I just take a spritz and I do it all over my face and neck. I love this. This can also be used as a makeup setting spray. You can use it throughout the day if you're outside and it's really warm. If you have a hot flash, this is just really nice because it does have some good ingredients. It has a little bit of Ascorbic, but not enough to irritate the skin, because for me, Ascorbic acid now is an irritant for my skin. So I had to, which you'll see, I changed my vitamin C because Ascorbic was too irritating for me. This has a small amount of it, has some panthenol in it. It's a really nice, it also has growth factors, and the growth factor is like a cell communication, but we're not gonna get technical, but it helps collagen. It helps you to build collagen. For me, I am losing collagen, so I want to do everything I possibly can to build collagen in my own body. So this I really do love from NeoGenesis. And this line here, I've mentioned it before, this line is really, they treat burn victims, people who have had radiation. All of their products can be used on radiated skin, burnt skin. When I burned my leg, this healed it. I have hardly any, you can't even notice the burn. All right, so this is always my second step. So then we're going to move into my StemFactor by Osmosis. Now, Osmosis, I started using their products probably about 6 months ago. Wasn't sure how it was going to go for me. Thought, it might be too much for my skin. And I will say there are a couple of products that I do have that I cannot use because they're just too much for my sensitive skin. But the StemFactor is not one of them, and I'm very happy because this has your growth factors, which is going to help build collagen. So all I do with this is I take one pump, and I don't rub it into my hands, but I just move it around and I'll pat it in. Now this is great for aging, irritated, sensitive, pigmented, or dry skin. And I take it all the way down my neck. Don't forget your neck, ladies, because you may go your 20s and 30s just treating your face, and then your neck is looking old. And I just massage that in. I'm going to take a little bit more because I do like to run it down the neck and the chest, because my chest is actually shows a little bit more age. Side sleeper, so I have those little, tissue paper wrinkles, and I do have a lot of dark spots. So Osmosis claims that this has 600 plus of their growth factor. And again, it's just helping the cells with collagen. That is it. I just think it looks beautiful. It's non-greasy. It really just goes right in. You can use it all the way up around your eyes, on your eyelids, your ears. Now, my ears aren't getting done today because I have this thing on just to look good for my video. But I normally don't put this on, and I go right over the ears with everything. I do not put extra on my hands. This stuff costs too much money. I do not put extra on my hands. Whatever's left over, I'll massage into them. But I don't put an extra pump and do my hands, okay? All right, and there is something new. There's a new trend going on, and it's nothing more than alternating, which is not really new, because if you're someone that really understands your skin and you can look at your skin and know what it needs, you'll know that, oh, I need to back off the glycolic acid and maybe use something different. Cycling, I think it's called, something like that. Somebody's always coming up with something new. Just get your skincare that works for your skin and do it. I mean, there are a lot of things that I use. I use a lot of beauty tools. I do eye mask and face mask, and they are all part of my skincare routine, but this is just for the basics, my friends, the basics. So now I have a little bit of rosacea, and my skin, because of its sensitivity, will sometimes feel inflamed. And I tried this and I loved it. This is probably my second bottle of each of these. So it is the Osmosis MD Rescue. Just go in with a pump. Now I'm going to tell you one thing about this product. It smells like pool water. It really does. It does not smell good, but because the benefits that I receive from it make it worth it. And after a while, you get used to this smell. So you're just like, oh, there's that smell again. So I'm just going to pat this in again. This is good for all skin types: inflamed skin, rosacea, hyperpigmentation, melasma, age spots. And I take it all the way down my neck. It just helps to calm the redness. I really do like the way it calms my skin. And I just make sure that I really pat it in. And I do feel that this has also helped to improve the texture of my skin. And that's it. It's not sticky. It goes right in. It just has that little bit of smell that's not enjoyable. But it's not horribly offensive. It's just, it has a smell. It smells like the pool water. It really does. But I do like it a lot. Okay, so for my spots. Now, all of these things that I have used so far, they do help a little bit with age spots. But this product in particular is for the age spots, and it also has a little ingredient in it that will also help to prevent from any other spots darkening. And I started out using the Isdin Melaclear, and it was very nice. This one here does oxidize. It has a small amount of vitamin C in it, but it was really nice. But I was using it sparingly because I really didn't pay attention. And Christine from FREEZECO Beauty watched my video, and she messaged me and said, don't use it sparingly because it will oxidize. And I said, oh, it must have vitamin C in it. And sure enough, it does. But this was really nice, but it was a small bottle, and you know, my spots are they're taking over everywhere. So I really like the delivery system of this. It's a pump, it's all protected in there, no light can get to it. So I just take one pump and then maybe a little half, because I'm gonna do this on my face, my neck, my chest. I may put a little bit more on my chest, but I'm just going to put it in my hands and pat it in. This one has tranexamic acid, which helps with your dark spots and sun damage. It also has niacinamide in it. Now go down your neck with it. I'm gonna have to put a little bit more of it just for my neck. It has licorice root, which will help to soothe the skin. And niacinamide also works on darkness. Now I'm really gonna make sure I massage it into that area on the forehead. This also will help to strengthen the skin barrier. I make sure to really massage this one in. Maybe I should cover my bra up. But anyway, I will say, I just love the feel of it. It really is nice on the skin. I really love this product. When I was using the smaller bottle, I think this is really faded slightly. So I'm really hoping that this one will get down to the nitty-gritty and take care of business, because it really right in the middle of my forehead. What's up with that? Next, I go in with what's called my trifecta, and it is the Truth Treatment Vitamin C Serum. Love, love, love this. This is a stable form of vitamin C as well, so you don't have to worry about this one oxidizing on you. This is the Biomimetic Mineral Mist, and what this one does is it just helps drive these products in even more. And normally I use the hyaluronic acid from Truth with this, but I wanted to try the Isdin Hyaluronic Concentrate. I have to tell you, I'm really impressed with this Isdin line. I'm using some of the nighttime products, and I'm really loving it. Really, really loving it. So I wanted to try the hyaluronic acid, and you can see I am almost done with it. Now, the only thing different about this one is it has a marine extract in it, and it also has peptides, and there's something else in there. What was the other thing it had in there? Ooh, I can't remember. It's something you eat. It'll come to me. It will come to me. All right, so I take my vitamin C serum and 3 or 4 drops. 1, 2, 3. I've been doing 4, just lentil extract. I've been doing 4 just to be able to bring it down. And then I take 1 pump of the hyaluronic acid, and we all know that hyaluronic acid draws moisture in from the air. It temporarily plumps the skin, just making it look more youthful. All of these products are geared towards making the canvas look more youthful. But remember, hydration and food and sleep are very important. So then I'm going to go in with the biomimetic mist, 2, 3. I take about 3 pumps of it. And then I just massage that all together, press it into my skin, and I just love the feel of it. Again, this is all working on the skin barrier. It will help to fight free radicals because of the vitamin C, anti-inflammatory. Beautiful. Beautiful. You can go right up under your eyes with this, over your eyelids, just beautiful. And one thing that's nice about living in a humid state is that, you know, because the hyaluronic acid draws moisture from the air, sometimes when I go outside, I plump up. I look like a sausage ready to burst. I don't really. Anyway, that's my trifecta. Next up will be my eyes. Now, I have been using The Ordinary's caffeine for a very long time. Caffeine really helps with puffiness. So I just go in, I take 1 little drop out of the dropper, and I just touch it together on my fingers, and I'm just going to tap it in, give it a little massage, up and over, and then I do another tap. And if you had your little vibrating tool, you could go right over it to help with the lymphatic drainage. I actually think that, well, I'm losing a lot of volume underneath the eyes, okay? I have that tear trough, they call it, and then I have, you know, the puffiness here, and because the skin is thinning, you can also see a lot of my veins. I hope this lighting does it for you. I did change to a different bathroom to do my skincare because my other bathroom is just too dark in there and I can't get the lighting right. So, but I did want you to be able to see my skin, the texture, its flaws, everything. And around my eyes, you know, and I'm not going to have fillers. Every time I talk about my eyes, people are like, you know, they put filler in there. I'm not going to have filler underneath my eyes. But, they do get puffy. So the caffeine, I think, does help just a small amount. I don't think it makes a huge difference. I'm a sodium lover. I'm trying to cut my sodium out. But I do think that this helps just slightly. And I do think my eyes, they are showing wrinkles more with age. But I'm okay with that. But I still want them to look the best they can. And you'll notice now, if you've been watching me for a long time, that'll bring me to my next product. My darkness used to be really much worse. And I still have my dark area right here and a little bit of the upper lid here, right here. But it used to be all over. It was always interesting when I would have my facials and they would put me under their magnifying black light to really look at my skin for sun damage. My under eyes were the darkest of purple, and she said she had never seen anything like that. So I think I might have maybe poor drainage underneath my eyes or blood pooling, something, I don't know. Because genetically, that's another thing we have to keep in mind. Genetics plays a big role. It's not totally all there is to skincare. But when I look at my face, I say, okay, my brothers, my sisters, we all have this. My mother had it. My father, from what I can remember, he had more of a jowly type face. So I know that my age, because all of it is showing in the lower half, I know that this, as my cheeks lose more volume, this is going to drop down and this is going to sag a little bit more, and I'm going to have these jowls. You know, if I have someplace special to go, I just whip out the tapes and there I go, I'll be beautiful again. We're all beautiful no matter what age we are. It doesn't matter. That doesn't take away our beauty. Okay? It fades, but it's really all still in there. We just have to let it out in different ways. Anyway, the eye cream I've been using is from Isden. Now, this is my daytime eye cream, and yes, I am an eye cream believer. I believe in eye creams, okay? I often wonder, what would my eyes look like if I never used an eye cream, ever? I think about those things. But anyway, this is the Isden K-Ox Eyes. Now, I do want to say something about this product. If you have a blood clotting, well, not this product, any vitamin K, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not a pharmacist, but I read this over the years, and I know my sister's on blood thinners, so I know certain things she has to be careful of. But if you are going to incorporate a vitamin K, you must always talk to your doctor first if you are on blood thinners or you have a blood clotting problem, okay? Remember, I'm no doctor and I'm no pharmacist, but I do know certain things. Like I know my sister has to watch the greens she eats because of the vitamin K that comes in with her blood thinners. So anyway, here we go. Eye cream. All right, so now this is the Isden K-Ox Eyes. It works for puffiness and dark circles because of the K, especially it's going to target the dark circles. Now, genetically, if your mom, your dad, everybody on up had really dark circles or really thick bags underneath your eyes, that could be genetic for you. So you have to go in realistically and realize maybe this will help me, maybe it won't. It might lessen it, which may make you feel better. And when you feel better, you're more confident. So that's why I think men and women, we all try to look our best and feel better about ourselves. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks. Just worry about how you feel in your own skin. So if you look at your eyes and say, oh, I think it's a little bit better. I'm feeling really good about myself today. Then you go for it. Okay, so I'm going in with my Isden K-Ox Eyes. Now it does have a ceramic applicator, but I go ahead and take the actual eye cream on my fingers. I may have put a little bit too much here, but I want y'all to see it. And then I'm going to tap it in just like I did with the caffeine. And I'm going to move it so it goes all under the eyes. Now, I don't have any irritation using this one. So I'm going to go up and I lightly touch on the top of my lid where I also have darkness. Why not? So I'm tapping it in, and I go up one more time and just slightly, and I finish out with my brows. All right, so that is the eye cream. Then I will go in. I'm not going to add any more eye cream. I'm just going to use the applicator and just do a quick little massage with it. And this should help to brighten your under eye. I do think my under eye is looking better. I do. I have to look in here in the actual camera at myself when I'm working with things like this. I hate to take my eyes off you. I'm always watching you, my friends. But when I have something around my eyes, I do have to watch so I don't get it in because I have contacts in. But this is just a nice little cool applicator. You don't even have to do this, but why not? Make yourself feel special, you know? But anyway, this is to help with those dark circles and puffiness. And I think my eyes look better since I did the little combination of caffeine and K. Okay, so it's going to help to firm around the eyes, helps to improve the elasticity around the eyes. So that is that. Okay, so now this one here, the next product, I've been using for a couple of years now. I don't use it on my face. I don't use it anywhere else. I only use it on my jawline. And usually I have my gua sha tool and I use that with it. But I don't have the gua sha today. But I did want to share. It's the multi-action sculpting cream from City Beauty. Don't ask me why, but I just like using it on the jawline. I've been using it for a while now, and it really has a nice slip. It is highly fragranced, so keep that in mind. You may not like this fragrance. You know, all of these have a little bit of scent to them, but this one here has a very strong scent. So you may not like that. You can run this all over. I just don't. I really focus it on the jawline, and then I do a little massage. I think because I know that this is my future right here. So I'm really trying to address this. And of course, when I use my microcurrent, I'm working on all of this to help lift it all up. I'm working on the eye area to keep the brows lifted. And, I do believe in microcurrents. I also use my LED mask, and I'm going to be trying. I just got this because so many of you say, well, have you ever tried this? So I have the zip now. and I'm going to try this. I downloaded the app on my phone because there's an app you can use with it. So I went ahead and I did that, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to zip-bitty-doo-dah-day. I know for the people that are my age and older, you get me. Maybe the younger are like, she's corny. Anyway, okay, so now for moisturizer. I was using the Quench by Osmosis MD, and I really did like it. Very hydrating, moisturizing, has shea butter in it. Really, really love it. The Osmosis, I also love their polish, which is a cranberry enzyme, I believe. It's a cranberry enzyme. I love that for exfoliation and just lifting up all the dead skin, and I use that a couple of times a week. And then the Tango mask, I like. I also like some of the Truth Treatment mask. And of course, I love my sheet mask. I love eye mask. And how do you fit all that in, crazy Miss Tammy? I do. Okay, and you guys who've been watching me for a long time, you know I do. All right, so moisturizer. I don't have an actual cream moisturizer right now because I'm going to try the Isden Day Cream because I'm using the Isden Night Face and Neck Cream. I love it. But don't get ahead of yourself. You've got to see my nighttime routine coming up. So as far as moisturizer, I am going to be trying the Isden, but I do have this oil from Osmosis. It's an avocado oil, virgin cold pressed. Absolutely love it. Essential fatty acid. The skin needs fatty acids as well. So I just go in with this, and I love this, especially if I'm wearing no makeup. I love the glow it leaves me with. It soaks in. It's not greasy looking for me, because I'm dry skin. Now, an oily skin person, you may feel different, but you only need 1 to 2. I use 3 drops of it, and I just massage it into the palms of my hands, and I press, and it smells wonderful. And I just press it all over my skin, and that's all you need. And that would be the end of the actual skincare routine. Of course, we need to do our sunscreen, which I'm going to. So speaking of sunscreen, we're going to move right in. Now, I talked about these before. I have an extreme sensitivity to almost every sunscreen out there. Burning, itching. I have a tough time finding sunscreen I can use on my face and neck. My body, not so much. Sometimes they will irritate my legs. But for the most part, I can use a variety of them on my body. There's just a few that I can't, but my face, no way. No way. I really struggle. I have about 3 or 4, and I know many of you are asking me for that video because some of you are in the same boat as me. You have a sensitivity to sunscreen. Now, if we're doing all of this and using the Clear Advanced, spending our hard-earned money, to address these dark spots, if we don't put sunscreen on when we go outside, it's for no reason at all that we're using this, because the sun is creating all of this. So we have to really protect if we are going to really try to address and get rid of them for good. But it is tough because the sun brings out a lot of them. So I have been using the Isden, and this is, I'm going to butcher this name. This is the Isden Photo, and it's the Irrifotona Actinica Ultralight Emulsion. It's a broad spectrum SPF 50 plus. It's 100% mineral sunscreen, water resistant for up to 40 minutes. So if you're someone that does not wear makeup and you go swimming, after 40 minutes you have to reapply. Couple hours if you're, just out and about. But if you wear makeup, it is impossible to reload. It is, or reapply, as most people say. It would be impossible because you're going to mess up all your makeup. So I carry the Isden powder. Many brands make them. It's a little powder puff thing, and you just tap it, and then I will go ahead and apply it, especially to the brown spots, and then just give a 1-2. Now I have some little freckling here that has been here my whole life, but I have to be careful of those or they get too dark if I'm outside. So, and then to somebody who doesn't know any better, they think I just have a bunch of age spots all over or some people call them liver spots. That's ugly. That is ugly. All right, so I'm going to shake it up really well. And then It's a very thin liquid. And I take about that much in my hands. It probably measures the 1/4 teaspoon. And then I'm just going to put it all over the palms of my hand, and I'm going to press it into my skin, like so, on my neck, on my chest, and I'll just start massaging into my chest, on my neck. Watch how quickly this absorbs in, leaves no white cast. It has a beautiful dry down. It plays really well under all of your foundations. No greasiness to it. It takes a few minutes to settle in, but you know, you put this on and you got to wait that 15-20 minutes anyway. And then you just massage it all in. Over your eyelids you can go. I find I gravitate to this one almost every day. When I walk the girls, I put a different one on just to try to go through them because I like them and they work. But this one here is really special. Love it, love it, love it. But look how nice that looks. It really does have a beautiful dry down, not sticky or tacky. When you go to apply your foundation, I'll wait 20 minutes before I apply a foundation, but I think that's what we normally do, or even go outside in the sun. But it really is beautiful, my friends. So that is it for my AM skincare routine. Now, I do want to say I realize the price point of everything because I buy them. Sometimes I'm gifted things, but I buy a lot of skincare. Always have, probably always will. I'll be that little old lady, you know, with my bathroom still full of bottles of skincare when I'm 95, because, you know, I'm living to be 108. So I do want to say this. Whatever skincare you are using, pay attention to the ingredients, know your own skin type, know what you need to be working on, seek out those active ingredients in whatever skincare line you can afford. And just build your routine. There are many. I'm often asked, well, if you had to pick a drugstore skincare, what would it be? I did say La Roche-Posay and Avène, but I forgot The Ordinary. The Ordinary is affordable and has some really good ingredients. And, oh, I forgot my lips. Let me lube up my lips. The lips are a very important part. I don't even know if this is made anymore, but it is from Summer Fridays. It's their lip butter balm. I love it. You know, when I'm not wearing anything like my Fit Glow Beauty lip serums, I always have a balm on here. I really do like, because it stays on, and I like that when my lips touch together, they really feel lubed up. Okay? All right. So, as I said, stay within your own budget, but if you are interested in any of these products, I am telling you, I don't think one of you would be disappointed in any of these. And I do get a lot of my skincare from FREEZECO Beauty, and she does give us a code, Tammy20, and all of the products I use today allow her to give you a discount of 20% off. So that is a great savings. And some of these lines, they have little starter kits that you can actually try some of these products. I would not mislead you, my friends. I would not mislead you. These are all fabulous, fabulous products. I mean, you may be somebody that's just looking for a StemFactor. That's a good StemFactor. Yep. You may be somebody that just needs something for your rosacea, so you go with the Rescue. Or you may be somebody that is like me. You can't use all glycolic acids. You can't use the Retin A products, which are great for cell turnover. So we need to find other products that work for us. And this, you know, things like the Melaclear Advanced now, soon, I'm going to look like a porcelain doll because there's not going to be any age spots on my face. All right, my friends, that is it for today's video. Let me know in the comments, what is your most favorite skincare item that you use? What does it do for you? And has your skin changed with menopause? Menopause brought so many things. I call menopause the great body snatcher. She just takes everything she wants and she does not believe in returns. Because I would gladly accept a few returns from her. All right, my friends, that's it for today's video. I'm going to let you get on out of here. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love to have you as an ageless beauty. So hit that subscribe button. Right next to it is the bell that notifies you of all the videos that I'm putting up. And if you like this video, go ahead and let me know. Do a thumbs up on it. Until the next time, my friends, go out in the world and be lovable. And don't forget, ladies, it is okay to love your age. I love you all. Bisous.